Hey there, welcome to the Lumiere channel. Welcome to this, what to leave behind in 2024. What to leave behind in general, okay? What to leave behind at this particular moment in time. This video called out to you because you're about to be wanting to leave behind some BS, some stuff, and you want some guidance on that. So this is a reading on what to leave behind. If you would like a personal reading that's much more tailor-made to you and your life as opposed to something pretty general, I mean, the general readings are really great because you do get a sense of like what resonates, but in a personal reading we can go a little bit better, a little bit deeper into different areas of your life, what to leave behind in love, what to leave behind in career, what to leave behind in money, right? Like habits to shed. And then simultaneously what usually happens in these readings is a habit to develop shows up. So anyway, four of diamonds, six of flowers, 10 of hearts, queen of spades. Timestamps are in the description box below. Which one has your message on what to leave behind? I'll see you in your reading. Bye-bye. Okay, queen of spades. What are you leaving behind? I have a few decks that want to speak to you. The deck that I pulled out to do this reading is not the deck that's coming forward. Okay. So Queen of Spades, for some reason, reminds me of the Queen of Pentacles. She's not, right? She's maybe, no, she is. No, I don't know. I think the Queen of Diamonds is the Queen of Pentacles, but there's something Queen of Penties about her and this energy. But it's also definitely giving Queen of Swords. I think spades are a little more swords aligned. So Queen of Swords meets Queen of Pentacles. That is quite a room. I feel like a Queen of Swords and a Queen of Pentacles are like long-time friends. Like this isn't a new friendship. Like if Queen of Swords and Queen of Pentacles meet, I don't think they're gonna get along. I think that's who you become in life. And the only people that can really, the only time that the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords can really become like friends or are friends is because they're already friends. Like they've been through it in the ups and downs of friendships. They get each other. They can say things to each other in ways that both of them understand where the other person is coming from. I think it's a relationship that, especially with the Emperor here, it's a relationship that with the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, it's a relationship where these two characters, these two people are very real with each other in a way that neither one really gets offended, right? Like it's a really beautiful friendship. Like it's a really incredible bond. It's an incredible bond, and you're lucky in your life if you have a Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles relationship where you get each other, you understand each other, you're real with each other, and not being real in like a rude way, a bitchy way, a petty way. I'm real like that. No, none of that. It's like you're genuinely real with the person where when you say something, they know that they know that they know. It does not come off in any kind of way. It's really, really beautiful, I think. But if these two are not friends, it definitely, things get rubbed the wrong way or the right way, or like exactly the way they need to be rubbed off on. That's interesting that these two energies are showing up here. What should my pile 4 leave behind, Spirit? We have the Devil in reverse. That's good. I mean, I think that's like crazy dynamics. This reading may have to do with relationships. The way you approach friendship, the way friendship is approached to you, I don't know. But the Devil is about releasing toxicness. So if you find yourself being a little bit more with your friends, or like catty or bratty or I don't know, know-it-all or not know-it-all. I don't know. I'm trying like cocky, but I mean cocky is a personal perspective. Yeah, I don't know. There could be something there. Or even not being genuine, right? That's another way of saying real. What to leave behind? What can Paul 4 leave behind? Oh. Stop it! Stop it! What was I talking about? Listen, before I continue, let me give credit where credit is due. Spirit lives in the Lumination. Spirit is citizen prime of the Lumination. Spirit lives and dwells in the house of Lumiere. The house of Lumiere is synonymous with Spirit's home. When I'm talking, I'm saying something. I was talking about the Queen of this guy being very Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Guess who comes out? The Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. I'm hot in my body. I'm hot in my body. Am I shaking a little bit? Yeah, I am shaking a little bit. I'm a little freaked out. I'm really not. Spirit lives in the house of Lumiere. I know this. But listen, okay? Oh, listen. You have to like the video. You have to like the video and you have to leave a comment. You have to leave a comment. There is a message in here for you. Okay? Please, listen. Let's even zoom in a little bit more. What the fuck? That's so crazy. The funny thing is when I was shuffling for the significators for this reading, I went into not a trance, like just some thoughts in my head, thoughts of how it's difficult. I like using the playing cards because there's no such thing as a reversal in the playing cards. It's just the same energy, right? Because it's the same in the mirror. I love this. I don't even know where to go from here now. We got the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck in reverse and the Three of Pentacles at the top. I digress. This is something to do with relationship. So something to leave behind in 2024. If you lost a relationship, right? If a relationship was broken, if a relationship was dusted, I don't know, if a relationship was just not fed, or but I don't know, sometimes things just come to an end, right? If a relationship blah 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 no longer a relationship, let it go. I think let it go, and let it go, like give it to God, right? Like I think there's something here about letting it be. Letting it be. Whether you are the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, or you are the person embodying that, or the other person was, etc., etc. There's something here about letting things be and letting things be. Let sleeping dogs lie, right? I think if you're someone who's been in relationship, right? Let's take it out of the friendship sphere. I'm not even trying to like put a label to it of whether it's friendship or romantic. I've definitely been speaking about it in a more friendship way when I was channeling into this message with the significator, because it just feels a friendship energy when I think of the two queens, because it's self. It starts off as in the self, and you don't have a romantic relationship with yourself, you have a friendship with yourself. But I'll take it like that. In friendship, again, there is this beautiful friendship of two people who can really be genuine with each other and accept and hold each other's genuineness, and know that what's being exchanged, it's not being exchanged viciously, and nor would it be said viciously either, right? There's just a great and deep understanding here in this friendship between the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Now, that's crazy though, because this is the outside of the Queen of Pentacles, and this is her inside, her internal, and we have the internal of the Queen of Swords. So this could be you. I'm going to try and go into as many messages as I can, because clearly Spirit is here for you, Pal 4, and I want to be able to deliver my best. And we have the King of Swords at the top of the deck, also on his inner, because I shuffled a little bit. Anyway, I digress. So in terms of friendship, if this is a new person, there's gonna be, this has to do with relationships, okay? when it comes to certain people, some people you're just not going to get along with, because even though you would be perfect for each other, right? I'm trying to say this in a general way. I'm trying to say this in a friendship way. Take it in a relationship and all of it, okay? There's some people who you would be such good friends together, but because you haven't had that togetherness, you bump heads or something like that, right? Like someone could look at you and say, wow, we would be really good friends, and you look at them and go, yeah, maybe, but no. Or you look at someone and you go, wow, I really want to be friends with that person, and they look at you and they go, yeah, really, but no. I don't think, there's something here about like letting bygones be bygones and not crucifying yourself or other people over dynamics not working out. Sometimes shit just doesn't work out. Sometimes people really are not, you're just, it doesn't mean you're a bad person or they are a bad person if you don't work out with people, period. Like this whole thing, this whole narrative of people having to be vilified, demonized for things not working out is so, I don't know, childish. Like it's not even that, because I think kids can see that someone is good and not hang out with them. Like, I don't know. It's like there doesn't have to be a negative charge. Sometimes things can just be the way they are. So something for you to let go of is maybe crucifying yourself or vilifying others over dynamics that just haven't made sense because you two are not like equally yoked, even though you should be and could be or were or whatever. In relationships, same, man, same. If there's somebody who you know and you want to be close with because you feel that, man, this person and me, but it's just not clicking, stop forcing it. Let bygones be bygones. If you two are going to make a good bond and relationship or whatever, the pressure that is applied is not going to be helpful. It's just going to be more detrimental and add more pressure to you for this thing to be something that it just isn't going to be right now or ever. Or just, not right now. This 7 of Cups, I miss this card. I miss this one so much. It always points to someone being, fucking A. Is this someone being, frozen? And they're like paralyzed by all the emotions they're feeling or whatever is going on with them. How I see this message, and I think I might turn these cards upright, is I think there's some dynamics that you just need to let go of. And I think let them go with peace. Let them go with love. Because I just feel like there's no need for animosity. If there's animosity, it is what it is. But this is like what I'm talking about. I'm not talking, well, I could be. I'm talking about someone who you want to be with, someone who you want to be close to in whatever realm, financial, right, at work, relationship, familial even, romantic, platonic, like whatever that dynamic is, it's someone that you want to be close to or someone who wants to be close to you. But I'm going to assume it's someone you want to be close to or someone who maybe you don't even want to be close to, but are pushing yourself to be. I don't know. There's something there. Let it go. All right. Sorry about that. You don't know what I'm saying sorry for. I had to walk away for a hot bit. So anyway, 7 of Cups in reverse to me feels like the same as the 4 of Cups in reverse or even in the upright. It feels like, I don't know. It feels like fuck it. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm getting from the 7 of Cups in reverse. I feel like Spirit's kind of saying it's giving 8 of Cups. Okay, it's giving 8 of Cups with a touch of 6 of Cups. Actually, what does this mean for my tarot illiterate? 8 of Cups is walking away. 6 of Cups is, if you look at like short messages, it's not always like it boils down to that, but 6 of Cups is this childhood fantasy, memory, good vibes. This feels like let go with love dynamics that haven't made sense. Let go with love dynamics that you wish were different. Let go with love the expectations that you have of dynamics that let go with love of dynamics that don't feel good. It's hard though. It is difficult. I think this is about letting go of expectations of other people and seeing where they're at. When this comes to the relationship with self, if you are the Queen of Pentacles, ex-Queen of Swords, this is about you being softer with people. It really is. It's about being softer with people. Even in the previous messages, it really is about being softer with people and showing them grace and showing yourself grace. I don't think that someone has to be a bad person for you to disengage. Sometimes you just don't have room for that person anymore, or that dynamic, or I don't know, whatever. Because if you think about it in love, sometimes people just do not have the time. And yeah, sometimes that shows that, oh, we make time for what we want. And I think, I don't know, I think you can feel sad about someone not giving you time. You can absolutely feel sad about someone not giving you time. Of course you're going to feel sad about that. The fuck? Like, of course you are. It's just this thing about being angry with them. Being upset with them, which is so human. Oh my God. It's just... A lot of the times people tell us exactly what's going on and we don't believe them because we want something different. And in us not believing them and what they're telling us, we hurt ourselves. But also, it's like reading between the lines of what someone is telling you sometimes. Sometimes if someone says, hey, I'm too busy, hey, I don't have the time. Yeah, sometimes that's really, really true. Other times, they have the time for the things that are a priority to them. And if you're okay with not being a priority in someone's life, then fucking wear that well. That's not a bad thing. We won't always be priority to other people. We won't always be priority to people, period. Some people, it is what it is. Other times, if you do want to be priority, then put your energy towards the places that will help you feel more like a priority, as opposed to crucifying someone who can't or won't do that for you. So I feel like this is a year of you refreshing your friendships. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And being truthful with yourself and others. It doesn't have to be personal. It doesn't have to be a slight against you. Now, if you know that it is, if the relationships, whatever version they may be, work, familial, platonic, romantic, aren't working out, and you realize that, wait a tick, I'm the common denominator here, and you think maybe there's something about me that I need to change. It could be something outward in terms of like a habit that you have, a perspective that you have, or whatever, like your mindset, or it could be something internal where how you see yourself and how you see other people needs to change. It's giving some very like hanged man vibes. Okay. And we're back with the Emperor at the top of the deck. There's something, I don't want to feel like I'm yelling at you. I feel like I am yelling at you. Like I'm scolding you for something you've done wrong. Ten of Pentacles. Here's the thing. I think there are certain ways that you view relationships, that there's a certain mindset that is leaving you. Okay? It's leaving you. You're going to catch yourself in this swamp. And I think you've already seen something in this swamp. This is the swamp of your mind. And you're going, why the fuck am I out here? Why am I out here? Why am I here? And I think there's a personal come to Jesus moment with the Seven of Cups where you kind of go, I think I'm going to go back. And that's where that Six of Cups comes in. I think you are going to go back to a more innocent time, a time when how you related to people was more innocent. I think more innocent. I'm not gonna say like you're not more innocent, because I think this is such a nuanced reading. It's kind of complex, because I don't feel like, I don't know, I don't want to say you haven't done anything wrong, I don't want to say whatever, but I feel like how you view relationships, how you view fraternity, sisterhood, whatever, sorority, how you view fraternity, brotherhood and sisterhood and friendships and relationships is getting a bit of a remix in your world. Six of Cups is like what feels good. I'm getting an image of somebody who isn't really even changing much. It's just their perspective, their decision to XYZ when it comes to friendships, to not be so maybe harsh or judgmental or so giving, so forthcoming, so I don't know, there's just a little bit more of a balance that's coming up. I love that you've got the sun here. This gives me Jupiter vibes. I think it's Leo, but this gives me Jupiter vibes. This gives me like feeling really good, and it also gives me Six of Cups vibes again. The energy of this like innocence, the energy of childhood, the energy of kids making friends easily, the energy of kids getting angry and then being okay the next moment and giving hugs and kisses and smiles. Like, it's giving a childlike energy. So maybe for some of you, something that is coming in for you is also more maturity in your relationships. More maturity in your relationships. You presenting in a more mature way, but not even presenting, screw that, not presenting. You're feeling more mature. Like, you have a more mature mindset over maybe your understanding of people and the standards that you hold them up to and the expectations that you have of them that are maybe a lot more realistic, fair, kinder, more graceful, but also doing that to yourself, where you yourself are also showing yourself more kindness, more grace. And therefore, when people bring that energy to you, you're able to receive it more because you see yourself as a friend, right? You're a friend to yourself. This energy is self-friendship. This energy of the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, it's that kind of thing where, like, if you are a self-hater, if you're someone who doesn't love yourself or appreciate yourself, if you met yourself today as a different person, you would not like them. Period. You would not like them. You just wouldn't like yourself as a person to be friends with. You wouldn't want to spend time with that person. You'd be hella annoyed by that person. And this energy of the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles is that energy inside of a human being where you can be rough, and not even rough, but you can be raw and genuine with someone. That whole thing of like a real good type of friendship, that kind of friendship where you really can be straight with someone and it's not hard. It doesn't come with necessarily like hurt feelings or anything. It's like feelings can be hurt, but it wasn't said, and the intention is known, the reception is known. It's a beautiful thing to have that, and that's something that's cultivated over time. You have that time with yourself, right? People are 30s and their 20s and their 40s and their 50s. That's 50 years with the one person, you. So we have the ability to have this kind of relationship with ourselves. But maybe we've been looking outside for it. Seven of Cups in reverse. Maybe we've been looking outside for other people to give us what we need. And I'm not saying, like, no man is an island. I really think relationship is super important. And that's something that I've found out a lot in the past 2 years. Like, just over time, it just gets to get deeper and deeper and deeper, the kind of relationships that we surround ourselves with, how important they are. Whew. But what I'm seeing here for you is you even becoming better friends with yourself, to the point where spending time with yourself, saying good things to yourself, doing good things for yourself translates, that maturity translates outside to where you can understand people better because you understand Public Enemy #1 and your #1 fan as well, being the same person. I hope I'm making sense. There really is something that happens when you start giving to yourself and not giving to yourself as a form of taking away from other people, as a form of punishment to others. It's giving to yourself because you like yourself. It's choosing you because you like yourself. Not because, oh, that person doesn't like me, so I'm not gonna do this. No, it's that person doesn't like me. Oh, okay, well, maybe, okay. I feel like doing this thing for myself, and you do that thing for yourself. It's choosing the plate of vegetables and, whatever you need to eat to support your body over the other thing, because you're a friend to yourself and you're gonna stand up for yourself, to yourself, for yourself, right? You would do that to a kid. You know that your kid is sick, or your kid needs these types of nutrients for their body and what's going through. You're not gonna give them, this other food. You're gonna give them the food they need because you love and care about them. It's treating yourself like a kid, and it's approaching yourself with that maturity from a place of love and a place of knowing, a place of, hey, you don't need another bite, a place of, hey, maybe let's go one more minute, hey, maybe let's not fraternize with these kinds of people that put us down, hey, maybe, whatever that looks like, hey, maybe that person is too busy right now, they can do that, I'm gonna go spend time with myself, what are we gonna do today with us? Something like that. Ace of Swords is really beautiful because this is about truth, right? This is the Queen of Swords coming through with her sword, showing and shining and absorbing the power of the sun. This is awesome. This is saying kinder words to yourself and letting go of like being strict with yourself unnecessarily. Like, please, nobody wants to live with their enemy in their house, you know what I mean? And when we're not good to ourselves, we can't be good to other people. We can't be good to, because we don't know how to, it's such a complex and nuanced reading, this one. I love it so much. I wish it was just like a whole like one off, but I have like 3 other piles to do. But it's really that beautiful thing of like when you give to yourself, like truly give to yourself for yourself, and not in a way of punishment to someone else, in a way of pushing someone else away, in a way of whatever, but like you genuinely want to do something with yourself because you're hyped to do it for you, because you think this is going to be good, and you start seeing those results. Those results are really, really beautiful. 7 of Swords. This is that sort of sneaky behavior. The 7 of Swords is giving me more of that 5 of Swords energy of someone who is stealing from themselves. Like this is biting the hand that feeds you. Right, in the 7 of Swords lore, it's usually this person, the 7 of Swords dude, which he is holding the 5 swords, so cheer, cheer. But the 7 of Swords is stealing from like his workplace, right, the circus, at night. Maybe he's off duty on his day off, he went back to work and, took the stuff away from work. What happens when you steal from your workplace? Like what happens when you sabotage your workplace? Your workplace may go down, and for a bite of a cookie, you lost out on having the recipe. Like it's silly. It's silly to steal from yourself. It's silly to rob yourself of a future glory. It's silly to steal from your workplace, because when your workplace goes down, guess who's out of a job? Okay, you are. Like you're biting the hand that feeds you. So I don't know who this is for you in your world, with this being the 7 of Swords. I just have to think about it in mind, right? In terms of like your psyche, your being, your soul. Stop jocking on yourself. Like stop stealing from yourself. Stop stealing time, energy, resources, and like stop stealing from yourself. This is what you got to leave behind. This whole thing of, oh, if I don't know. If I don't ask for help, then I'll be looked at as brave. I don't know. If I give too much to these people, if I don't do more than is required of me, like if I don't give my last to these people of my energy, if I don't do that, then they won't love me or care about me. It's like you're stealing from yourself. Because at the end of the day, I don't know what's going to happen with those people, but what's going to happen to you, right? You may not be okay. And I'm not saying don't give to people. Please give to people, especially if it's in your nature and it feeds you. Just know your limits and know the heart with which you're using to give to people. Because sometimes we give to people for not altruistic reasons, but for super selfish reasons, self-centered reasons. I'm giving to you as an emotional contract for you to give to me later. I'm giving to you as an emotional contract for you to like me, for you to choose me. This happens in love, relationships, friendship, the whole list goes on, right? This is us stealing from ourselves. Don't do that. Leave that behind. I think I'm gonna end this here. This is longer than I really would have liked it to be, but I'm gonna stop it here. If you'd like a personal reading, pal, for it, let me know. Keep your light on, good luck, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey there, pal, too. So 3 things. Number 1, when I picked this energy to read for next, the song Irony by Alanis Morissette started playing in my head. It's like rain on a wedding day. Some good vibes when you've already blah blah. That song came into my head, and then I look at the 6 of flowers and I see the 6 of swords. It's the 6 of clubs. I think this is more, I have no idea. Is it pentacles? I don't know, it feels like swords energy. What's the other one? Wands? Could be wands, I guess, but it's really giving me 6 of swords energy. And then as I'm like shuffling the deck, I see the 6 of cups and you got a 6. So let's get into this good of what's really going on and what you need to leave behind, what you need to let go of. I do recommend that you watch the reading still through the end, because it will be of value. This came up in the reverse, but it feels right in the upright. It's a free ride when you've already paid. Some good advice that you just can't take. I don't know the lyrics. Na, 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 da, da, da. Here she is, Queen of Pentacles. Cool. You have the High Priestess in reverse, the 8 of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Queen of Penties. So, this is what you gotta leave behind. Victim mentality. Victim mentality is kind of tough. Here we have a split of the deck to the Tower and the Gemini. What's funny? The 6, the Lovers in reverse. What you gotta let go of is these self-imposed prisons, multiple plural prisons, that you've put yourself in, and might be inclined to blame others. And by blame others, I mean, oh, but no, they need my help. Did they ask you for it? Or did you offer it? Right? But how could I not offer it? I felt a pull to offer, or I just knew when they were talking that I needed to help. That's a beautiful trait. Do not get me wrong, that's a beautiful trait. But when it gets to the point where like, you don't have time for yourself, you're depleted, your pockets are empty, you're not okay, you're slashed up, right? You're not essentially taking care of yourself and not allowing others to take care of you. When your giving gets to that point, when your intuition and your deep desire to feel, your deep desire to help people, your empathic abilities to feel what people are feeling and want to help them get out of that feeling state and into a better state, like when those things get in the way of start fucking you up, I don't know how else to say it, then we have a problem. That's not okay. There's something more to it than that, though. I think you're scared of not being needed. You're scared of, yeah, okay, fine, not being needed, right? Like, oh, what if I'm not needed anymore? Then what's my worth? But it's more so that you're scared that this is all you're good for. And deeper than that, you're scared that you have nothing else to not only offer, but like desire, right? It's giving like child bride. It's giving like the woman from fucking Coming to America. Arf, 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 arf. You know who I'm talking about. If you know, you know. If you don't, I'm gonna describe it a little bit more. In Coming to America, the king of Zamunda has a son who needs to get married to inherit the throne. I don't know if he needs to inherit the throne, but they pick out a woman for him who was picked out when she was younger, and she's been groomed to like what he likes. And when he meets her, granted, she is gorgeous, and he's looking at her and he's like, oh my God, you're beautiful. And he's like, okay, I want to get to know this girl. And so he starts asking her questions. What's your favorite food? And she goes, whatever you like, Your Highness. And he goes, oh, okay. What's your favorite color? And she's like, whatever you like, Your Highness. And he's like, what do you like to do for fun? Whatever you like, Your Highness. You get the idea. And then he's like, so you like anything I like? And she's like, yes, Your Highness. And he's like, anything? And she's like, yes, Your Highness. And he goes, so if I ask you to do something, you'll do it? And she's like, yes, Your Highness. And so he goes, hop on one foot. And she starts hopping on one foot. And he goes, bark like a dog. Arf, arf, arf. And he's like, hop on one foot and bark like a dog. And that's like that woman's whole life. That's what it kind of feels like, except she was told, like, but let's say he says, he told her, you're free to do whatever you want. There's a crisis of personality. Like there's a crisis of self, because what does she want? All her life, she's been groomed to desire what this other person desires. For you, you've been groomed yourself, or I don't know, baby girl. I call everybody girl. But like there's a part of you in some part of your life, I don't know which one, where you have overdone a strength, right? You have a strength. Maybe you're such a giver, right? Maybe you are someone that people come to for money. Maybe you are someone who people come to for love and advice and sweetness and hugs, right? Maybe you are someone who people come to set them straight, to set them free, right? You remind them of who they are. Maybe you're someone who people come to for intuitive advice, readings, or I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, I don't know your life. You're someone who people come to for stuff. And you go, oh, this is me. And at some point, that was enough. I'm telling you today, the thing you need to let go of is thinking that that's all you have to offer. I think for you, the scary thing for you is going to be able to face yourself and start rediscovering yourself, to find out who you are and what brings you joy as the person that you have now become, as the person who today you are. Because I think the things that used to bring you joy, the things that used to feel good, the things that used to be XYZ for you are no longer doing it for you. And if anything, you've done them for too long now, or for so long, or too much, that they're kind of hurting you a little bit. They're exhausting you. So I think for you, a road trip of the being, a road trip of the mind, a road trip of your desires, a road trip of the brain, or something is due. Like you're due for a sabbatical. To not necessarily, I don't think you're running away from yourself. I think you're avoiding yourself. I think you're avoiding the truth that, well, you're avoiding the reality that you want more than what you have. If you've reached a certain point in your life where you're like, man, I always wanted money, I always wanted to be surrounded by people, I always wanted to be the one that people blah blah blah, right? Like you reached a goal perhaps for some of you, and you're like, I always wanted this. Now that I'm here, I don't know, it doesn't feel like what I want. Good. It's so scary, trust me, I know. But now is an invitation for you to let that go and go, okay, well, that's been acquired. What do I want now? And not pressure yourself. Like, just ask yourself, what do I want now? Ask yourself, what would feel good next? And follow that. It's gonna take time. Like, it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time for you to start, this is whatever. But the more you start saying, okay, what would feel good to me now? I don't know what would feel good to me. Okay, well, what does my body need? What does my body need right now? Oh, maybe it needs some water. Okay, let me drink some water. Do I have food for later? I don't know. Maybe I should cook something now so I have it for later. That'll be something nice that my future self will enjoy. That's nice. Start looking into new hobbies or old hobbies that you once liked. I don't know. There's just something about I just feel like I'm talking to someone tired. Someone tired. Someone who's overloaded. That's what you gotta leave behind. I think you have a good heart, right? Like, you're doing things from a good heart, and that's not bad. It's really not bad. Like, I'm not saying never give anything to anyone ever again. It's just, don't give in your depletion. And find a way, rather, if you do like giving, which is completely great, like, keep giving, baby girl. I call everybody girl. Keep giving, baby girl. It's just, find a way to feed yourself. Find many ways to start feeding to yourself so that the quality of what you're giving is even better. So that the quality of how you're giving is great as well. I'm gonna pull a little bit more cards. What are they leaving behind? What is pile 2 leaving behind? 8 of Wands in reverse. Movement. Yeah, okay. So Spirit's calling me back to the 8 of Swords energy that I was trying to speak to. It feels like you're stuck. And I'm saying this specifically. It feels like you're stuck, but you're not stuck. You are keeping yourself where you're at. That's really hard to say, but it feels like you're stuck, but you're keeping yourself where you're at. 10 of Swords at the top of the deck. I love that. Knight of Cups. And then we have the Page of Wands. I love this. This is some real inner energy stuff coming out. Ugh, I'm gonna leave them in the deck. You're keeping yourself stuck. The nice thing about that is you can set yourself free, but you're scared to. Because the truth, it's gonna sting a little bit about your situation. I think for some of you, I'm talking to someone who's a little lost. I think I'm talking to someone who's lost and confused on what they want to do with their life, where they want to go. Maybe not with their life, right? It could just be in a certain area. It could be in your work area, your relationships. I don't know, baby girl, you know your life. But I feel like I'm talking to someone who's stuck. What I want to tell you is Spirit is with you. Spirit won't abandon you. Spirit is circling around you, being like, when you're ready, when you're ready, and you've not been ready. That's how I started this off with victim mentality, right? And that's a weird one, because that's such a nuanced thing to say, because sometimes we are the victim. It's just sometimes there is an expiration point for certain things to where we have over-identified so much with the story that we stay down. We stay down. This happened to me, it happened to you, and that's sad, and you were a victim of that circumstance. Absolutely. I'm not here to belittle that. It's just how much of your power have you given to that situation, right? How much of your free will have you given to that and go, well, this happened to me. It's okay, but I don't understand why, I don't know, you can't go for a walk today. Well, this happened to me. It's okay. So why can't you go for a walk today? Oh, because that happened to me. What? You know what I mean? We do that. I do that. I'm speaking from a place of me right now. I get it. And sometimes maybe a walk isn't the thing that you can do, but maybe you can do something different. You can do a little stretch. I don't know where this example is going, but you know what I'm trying to say. If you're trying to get healthier, this is just about eating vegetables for every meal. Just have vegetables a meal a day. Start there. A meal every couple of days. Right? Like, it's about starting small. It's about starting, period. So what I'm seeing here for you is there's something here that you're keeping yourself stuck. There's so much movement. There's so much momentum. There's so much ethereal help and quite possibly, and physical help that wants to come to you, but there's a force field up that is keeping it away. And that force field is controlled by you and your thoughts. Once you change your thoughts about yourself and what you are open to, what you're capable of, once you stop blocking your intuition from giving you signs and symbols on what to do to move forward, what may feel good, you'll be Gucci. What you gotta let go of is the sort of victim mentality, this thing of being stuck, your stuckness, and your commitment to being stuck. Your commitment to saying, this is all I'm good for. Your commitment to saying, this is all I can do. Your commitment to saying, this is what it is. And I'm not saying in every area of your life. I don't know which area of your life this is, but it's in the area of your life where movement is what your soul is craving, what your being is craving, what you are craving, but you're scared of it. Because who are you when you're not doing the stuff that you've been doing that's no longer working for you anymore? Oof, let this not be my reading, baby. Listen, I could not handle it. Anything else, Spirit? What to let go? Yeah, the Empress in reverse. I don't know, the Lovers. And the King of Cups in reverse. I don't know, with the Empress here, I mean, she's chilling. I think what you gotta let go of is how people perceive you, how you curate your perception from people, and being the one people can get stuff from. That's not a bad thing, to be someone people get stuff from. That's a very honorable position. But you rob people of the experience of giving, and giving is just as beautiful as receiving. Because you're giving, right? If it makes you feel good to give, why would you rob someone the experience of them giving to you? Someone who has been there for them. And in order for you to do that, you have to put yourself in a position to receive and even see receptiveness. Even see that there's something for you to receive. Because sometimes when we're stuck in a certain mindset, we don't see what's right in front of us. We don't see people's intentions clearly. They're hazy. They're based off of our own experience. They're based off of our own mindset. You know what I mean? Anyway, I wish you everything, pal, too. I hope this made sense in some way. If you'd like a personal reading, please feel free to come through. We can get into the nitty gritty of like what you need to give up in various areas of your life, as opposed to the sort of general way. I wish you everything. Keep your light and good luck, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey there, Pal 3. Hey there, my Ten of Hearts people. Ooh, the ice cream man. I want ice cream. I want ice cream. All right, Ten of Hearts. Ten of Hearts is Ten of Hearts. What do you need to give up? What do you need to let go of? What do you need to leave behind? The Strength, Magician, this Knight of Swords. I may have to look that up. And it's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. I'm getting an idea, and it's the idea that I thought when I looked at the Ten of Hearts, but I don't like that. That's the idea that I'm getting of what you need to let go of. You have all major arcana and a court card. So Spirit is kind of saying, Luce, we gave you a message. Don't ignore it. Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. The Fool. Let go of what you think will make you happy. Because I think, bye, see you next time. No, let go of what you think will make you happy. I think you've changed, Paul. 3. 10 of Hearts, people, I think you've changed. I think what you've been fighting for, what you've been struggling for, what you've been hunting for, what you've been involved in, what you've been about, what you've strived for, or what have you, babe, I don't think it's for you anymore. Something about it. I don't think it's for you anymore. I'm looking for the Knight of Swords. Outer self. Cute. A knight in armor rides among stormy clouds, his steed rushing forward in a mode of attack. The knight's cloak and the horse's trappings are dull red, the color of dried blood. That's so specific. What? The trappings bear the elemental symbols of air in the front and water in the back. Okay, booty. Air stands for intellect and water for emotion. This is a person who puts emotional concerns in the back seat, which is why we can't see his face. His first impulse is always to argue and to rush in to take over an endeavor, certain that he knows best. His horse symbolizes a barely tamed nature, and that's 2 energies that symbolize a barely tamed nature. The strength in reverse, that is an untamed nature. This, barely tamed, oh shit. Still wildly impulsive. Until he learns control, he could be a danger to himself and others. He is a fighter, not a lover. I feel like you may be acting and doing certain things from a place of panic as opposed to a place of what you actually desire as well. Like a place of, I may not get what I want, so I'm gonna make these decisions. This is such a nuanced thing, and I want you to listen. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Listen to me. Okay. When we create from a certain space, we make certain choices, period. If you've come from heartbreak, if you've come from a broken home, whatever that looks like to you, if you've come from, you've experienced rather like wild shit, and you say, I don't want that again, that's beautiful. If you hold on to the fact that you don't want that again and you keep replaying what you don't want, you're still making choices from those places. You're making choices as someone who doesn't want that. So what you might get may not necessarily be the opposite of that, or something that's just not that. So, okay, I've been heartbroken by someone because they were not communicative. All right, so maybe you get someone who isn't communicative, who is communicative, but maybe they're just not present. They'll text you, they'll call you, but they're not really present, and then, damn, that woman's butt is kind of wild. What is that? God is crazy. God damn. Oh, what is that? Yo. How you fit all that in them jeans? Sorry. She's wearing a skirt too. Oh my God, listen. That was phenomenal. I'm sure it relates to the message somehow. We'll bring it around. That's a very like rudimentary, super basic way of thinking about it. But I just want to use that example, not her butt, her bodacious butt, but it was honestly, it was out of this world. Like it was a table, you could rest a baby on that butt. What was that? Oh my God. God bless her. There's that. Actually, let's use the butt example. People getting BBLs, right? Which is fine, it's whatever. I don't even know what fully that means. Let's say someone has no butt, no butt, and they want to go for surgery to get a butt. And they say, just give me a butt. That's basically what they say, I want a butt. The plastic surgeon gives them a butt, but that butt is so not in proportion to their body. Like, it's a wild butt. Their body may not be able to handle that butt. But if you create from a space of, I want a butt that's proportionate to my body in these kinds of ways, then you're creating from a space that you're in a lot more control over what you're wanting. Wow, this reading went off the rails. Listen, this is giving me someone who is creating from like a sense of lack of trust, a sense of lack within themselves, and staying in situations because they're scared to leave them. What I think you're being invited to do is to consider creating from a place of what you desire as opposed to what you don't desire. There's a difference there. There just is. If I'm creating in a place of what I desire, I'm gonna make the moves of what someone who has those desires does. Right? If I'm creating from a space where, gosh, I'm broke, I don't want to be broke. What I'm going to do is maybe hoard money, which is not bad. But I may hoard money. I may pay the minimums all the time on my statements, which is not bad, again. But I may make decisions in money that don't make sense. Maybe I'll go, I've been saving for so much, maybe let me treat myself. And that's a choice that you would make in that mindset because you've been like starving yourself in some ways. You know what I mean? Like it's different. If you're someone who is making decisions from, I want to be rich, whatever, then you kind of go, okay, what decision would a rich person make? Well, the decision a rich person make would probably, like, rather than just paying the minimums, which is not bad, I have been there and I've gotten myself through what I need to get through. But if I'm thinking in the mindset of someone who wants to be rich, I might go, okay, I really like getting my nails done every month. Maybe this month I will take that money from my nails, invest it in the at-home nail set, and every month after that, that money that I get to do my nails with, I will throw it to my smallest bill and get rid of that quickly, pay off that without accruing too much interest. And when that small bill is done, I won't start doing my nails again. What I will do though is take that money and pay my next smallest bill and go on from there, right? Those are the decisions that someone who wants to be rich may make. As opposed to someone who wants to be broke, they'll go, okay, I only have this amount of money. This is what I'm gonna do. This is how long I'm gonna do it for. And that's I can do that. Now, honestly, it really depends on like your energy. Because again, I've done both. I've done both where all I could do is pay the minimums. You know what I mean? Until you reach a point where you can do a little bit more, whatever that looks like. Just doing anything of the basics is good, but it's a difference between staying where you're at. It's a difference between like the energy of what you're trying to do versus what you've always experienced. It's so nuanced, it's sick. With this, strength in reverse, it's giving heavy nuances. It's giving, you can be doing the exact same things you're doing right now, but your intention, Knight of Swords, has to maybe pivot. And what you got to leave behind is a certain mentality and approach things from a different mentality. Virgo, excuse me, Virgo. Who is this? The Hermit and the Magician. I stand by what I said. The Magician in reverse is giving someone who's creating from a place of lack. This is the inside, the internal side of the Magician, who he's maybe trying to create as above, so below, and he's not seeing the creation that he's creating. But that's okay in the upright. I think it's all right in the upright. It is what it is. In the reverse, it's someone who's really not seeing that how they're thinking, how they're moving, how they're feeling, how they're being is manifesting and continuing to manifest the reality that they don't want. There's so many messages here for you because it's such major energies. Something that you gotta let go of, something that you gotta leave behind. That's so cute. She's wearing Chitanga. Good for you, baby girl. Yes. I'm sitting by a window and the people watching is elite. What I'm seeing here for you is, even with the Hermit here, I love this for you, but I feel like you gotta go out and experience the world, because so many, oh God, there's so many messages here. No wonder I'm so like all over the place. Spirit's giving me like a hot break. Listen, Pal 3. I opened up this reading by saying there's a desire that you have that I think may no longer be a desire of yours. Okay? And allow yourself to leave that behind. Another message I've said in this reading is you may be creating from a place that you should leave behind. Okay? You're creating from a place that isn't helping you. It's not a high or stable place necessarily to create from. If you are someone who was paying your bills, let's say, bit by bit, great. Now it's time to elevate that. It's time to graduate from that. Okay? In love, this looks like somebody who is saying things like, there are no good people out there anymore. Everybody is a scrub. Everybody will cheat on you. Everybody will blah, 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 blah. So in some cases, some people go, so why don't I do it then? I'm going to learn how to be a scrub. I'm going to learn how to be sneaky. I'm going to learn how to trick people. I'm going to learn how to manipulate people. Now, is this a viewer of mine? I fucking hope not. Like, are you a Lumi? No, you better not be. That's not going to serve you, or maybe it will. I don't know. Maybe you're new. Hey, if you're new, if you're still new, if you're new and you're still watching after all them outbursts, God bless you. You're on the attack, right? You're on the attack when it comes to like love. And that's not going to help you. You gotta leave that behind, because that's not gonna manifest you or like bring you someone who's gonna make sense. What it is gonna bring you is someone who you will have to use those skills against. And you don't want that. You don't want to manifest somebody who you have to use your manipulative ways, who you have to use your cagey ways, who you have to like, you don't have to do all that. And I think you know this. I don't know, whoever I'm talking to here, I think you out of all the other piles are already somebody who is noticing and getting an inkling that, oh, I have to change. I have to leave this state of being. I have to leave. Leo, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo, and what is the Magician? Aries? Magician also gives me Sag energy. Either way, it's fire energy. Military police. Yay, yay. Don't ask me where I am. Don't ask me where I am. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, you are at an ending. Like, you're at an ending. For some of you, let bygones be bygones. Exactly. Listen, for some of you, let bygones be bygones. Okay, something that you're, wow, this is crazy. 2 of Cups in reverse and the 10 of Cups again in the upright. I want to tell you that happiness is yours and happiness is in your birthright. Happiness is in your chart. Happiness is in your path. It's just there's some ways that you've been stopping it. Luce, I have not been stopping it. I've been doing all the things. I don't know what it is for you, babes. There's something that's got to change. Okay, you got to leave something behind. Either your desires need to be refreshed, like you need to reacquaint yourself with yourself and what you want for yourself, or just whatever. So we have the 3 of Swords, the World, and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. What I'm seeing here with the 3 of Swords is you know that you know in this pile what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore, but you know. The thing that used to make you happy anymore doesn't. And you gotta look at what will. If it was a marriage, if it was a relationship, if it was work, if it was a hobby, if it was whatever, if it was whatever, if it was whatever, if it was whatever. The way that you are, instead of being, like, it's just not the business anymore. It's just not the business anymore. It doesn't feel good anymore. You want change. And it's sad because I feel like you did put in a lot of work into this. Like I was saying in the beginning, like you put in a lot of work in this. With the Three of Swords, like this is someone who's looking. You shouldn't be in armor outside when it's raining. But this is someone who's looking at what they've been through. It's almost like the Knight of Swords has taken off their shield, their face mask, and you can see their face now. There's a truth here. There's an admittance here. There's a goodbye. It's bittersweet. There's something that you have to say goodbye to in your world that's kind of bittersweet. And we've been talking about this, and the world comes here to say, hey, there's something bittersweet here. Another major arcana. This could be something international. This could be something global. This could be something worldwide. If you know what this is and you don't know where to go, because I am seeing someone here who may not really fully know what to do. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't think you necessarily have the idea yet. The idea exists with the Ace of Swords. It's just, I think, you making the decision to move away from this thing and be open to what comes will help the idea come to you. Okay? The world on this side kind of says, do it. It's not gonna, it's bittersweet, right? Let me talk to the people who are ending something, closing a chapter that they know they're closing behind, something that they've worked really hard on, right? For some of you, it's a business with the world. For some of you, I don't know what this is. I'm getting so many majors and then only swords. So maybe it's a way of thinking, limiting beliefs, values. I don't know, baby girl. I'll call everybody girl, but there's something here that hurts for you to leave behind because you've tried really hard for this. Like you've done hard work for this, but whatever it is that you have to leave behind, you don't have to like cut it immediately and like shut all the things down. No, that's not what I'm getting with the world. The world is a corridor. I feel like when she goes through this threshold, it's a threshold that, yes, is happening, but like it's happening in a corridor, right? Like it's gonna take time, and that time is on your side. That time is on your side. I think even with the Hermit here, there's something here about you being with more people, exploring more people, coming out of your shell, which is so crazy because it's the Hermit, but that's what I'm getting here. Get out of your shell, get out of how you usually see things, how you usually do things. Get out and be with people, see how people are doing, see what people are doing, see what's going on in the world. Change your feed, right? Like if this is about international stuff or global stuff or internet stuff or what have you, get new ideas by watching different people, right? Different genres, different things. This is something that I've been doing lately. My feed is changing because I'm listening to different creators. I'm listening to different aspects of the same thing that I've been listening to, but different, right? It's a new technique, new ways, and I'm trying new techniques. I'm trying new ways because I feel like I've reached a glass, not a glass ceiling, but like, you know, I really feel this reading for you because there is this thing of like reaching a cap where you have to change, your thinking has to change. You got to leave behind old thinking, old ways of being, old attachments, old instinctive things, and become a little bit more judicious, become a lot more meticulous, become a lot less impulsive and a lot more like planned, right? You may need to plan things out more and have more structure in a certain kind of way because what has been is not working anymore. And creating from a space of what do I want as opposed to I don't, you know, you can still have, I don't want to experience this. Okay, great. What do I want? I want this. How can I get there? And you use those two energies to mingle to create what you want. Not, oh, I want to avoid closure. I want to avoid this and that. Okay, great. It's just now let's change that energy and go, okay, how can I thrive in this? That's a very different energy from I don't want to lose this person. I don't want to That's great that you don't want to lose this person. But then what do you want? I want a thriving relationship. I want a thriving business. I want a thriving home, right? It's then now we know where we're going. Now we have a path, and we can start looking at pictures, looking at what that looks like, and looking at different resources for that, right? So I'm gonna stop here. If you'd like a private reading on the personal, stuff that you're going through in your world, what you think you should let go in the various areas of your life, love, career, whatever, life, come through for that, and we can get you a more specific and tailored reading for your specific situations. Okay, keep your light and good luck, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. See you. Hey there, Four of Diamonds, pile one. Hey there, pile one. Pile one, what do you need to let go of? What do you need to leave behind? What do you need to leave behind, right? What do you need to leave behind? Four of Diamonds is like Four of Pentacles, but tell me why it's giving me Four of Wands energies, okay? Either way, it feels like holding on to something so tightly. Yeah, holding on to stability. It's almost telling me like get out more, like jump out, take more risks. Not even that, just like don't hold on so tightly. I feel like maybe you took a while to establish yourself in a certain kind of way, and now you're being asked to like let loose. This is what artists say. A lot of artists say things like, learn the rules of your craft, learn the rules of art, or whatever, the craft is. Learn the rules of your craft and then forget them and just create. I feel like you've learned the rules. You've gotten to the place of like, dare I say, kind of mastery in whatever this is in your world. And Spirit is asking you, or at least nudging you to be like, okay, don't hold on so tightly to the reins, bitch. Like, you're gonna be fine. You're strapped in. I went ziplining this past weekend for the first time, and that shit was fucking scary as fuck. And I went with like my little nephew, and he was holding on to me, and I was holding on to the rope, and like I was holding on to that rope for dear life. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. In my head, I really believed like if I stopped holding on to that rope, we would fall and plummet. And it was terrifying. It was scary. And I had a whole other like person with me, right? So, but the thing is, on the zipline, like you're completely safe. Like you're being held up in multiple ways that I didn't need to hold on to the rope. I really didn't. Similarly, and it takes away from the experience, right? Similarly, I used to take pole dancing classes. And similarly, when you're working with the pole and the pole is using your skin, a pole is just the best in the world. Your skin is the support, and the pole, right? The pressure between those 2 points is what's holding you up. It's the most beautiful thing in the world. It's a great sport, art, I don't know, dance. It's a great whatever pole is. But if you hold on tightly, you don't get to feel the freedom and the beauty in the way that like your body and the pole and the pressure can hold itself together, right? Like you deny yourself the benefit of the stability that you have. That's what I'm getting here with the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, right? With the Four of Wands, it's this union, it's a party, it's relationship, it's yay, But like, if you're always so, and the Four of Pentacles is usually about like, that stability and those coins, but it's like someone who's holding on so tightly. What I'm seeing here is someone who has the relationship or the relationships, has the business or whatever, has the work, has the thingy, but they're holding on so tightly to this thing that they have, the thing that they've acquired, the thing that they took so much pains to get to. They're holding on so tightly that they're not even enjoying it. They're not spending the money that they have the stability of. They're not enjoying the space that they're in. They're not enjoying their family or their relationship or, whatever the experience is. Like, you're not enjoying the experience. I remember when I did the zip line again alone, I closed my eyes jumping off that cliff, and I denied myself the experience of being scared fucking shitless to know that I'm jumping off a cliff and that I'm gonna be okay. I'm on a fucking zip line. It's holding me up. I'm not gonna die. But my mind was like, you're fucking gonna die. And it's like, I denied myself the experience of letting my hands spread free and feel like I'm flying. You know, like that sucks. You paid money for that. Like, let go, enjoy the experience, right? You have the partner, you've got the person, you've got the job, you've got the friendships, you've got the money, you've got the time, you've got the health. Fucking enjoy it. You're holding on too tightly. Anyway, what is pile 1? What should pile 1 let go of? This could even be like the memories of a thing, right? Like, don't dwell on the memories of something not working out the way you wanted it to. For instance, with the whole zipline thing. I did it anyway. Like, yes, I was afraid, and yes, I didn't get to have the experience that I fully wanted, but honestly, I did it anyway, and I did get to have a great experience anyway. So let me focus more on, for you, focus more on the fact that, like, just like let go, pile 1. Like, let go, okay? Like, you're doing okay. Like, the world's not gonna crumble if you don't hold on to the reins. It's gonna be okay. That's what I feel like is sort of like coming through here. Oh, okay. That's so crazy. I'm gonna put this back in the deck. That was the Page of Swords, who is also on a cliff and floating. Like, don't take yourself too seriously. Don't take life too seriously, pile 1. I think there's something here about you enjoying play a lot more than you allow yourself to. Time is an illusion that helps things make sense. Because we are always living in the present tense. It seems unforgiving when a good thing ends. But you and I will always be back then. I think I'm gonna revise the experience in my head. Singing, will happen, happening, happened. Ugh. Will happen, happening, happened. Will happen again and again. You and I will only be back then. Okay. You have the 6 of Coins, 7 of Swords, 7 of Wands in reverse, and the Star. Pile 1, I'm going to tell you something that I haven't told everybody else. Okay. But this is the initial message. A lot of people got a lot of different messages. They're all sort of like one essence, but we'll see where this reading goes. You're doing well. Okay? Like, you're doing well. If you want more of a tongue lashing, see which other piles maybe were drawn to you. But pile 1, you're doing well, bitch. Like, you're fine. Maybe not totally fine, but like, you're fine. You're fine. You don't have to, you can play hooky a little bit. You can enjoy yourself a little bit. You don't have to be perfect a little bit. Like, have a little bit more balance in your world. Not the 4 of Pentacles balance where you're like holding on for dear life to what you've acquired, but the 6 of Pentacles balance. You know what that is? That's giving and receiving. That's, you know, cashing in on the good vibes that you just chill, pile 1. Come on now. What you gotta let go of is holding on too tightly, being too responsible. I'm not saying going wild out and like fucking jump off a cliff. Like, I'm not saying that, but like, go easy on yourself. Like, you don't have to work so hard all the time to like repair stuff, to build stuff, to da-da-da. Like, you can take a break. With the 6 of Pentacles here, it's almost showing me Now, granted, in this, it's more like what I would say. Okay, what I will say to you is don't. What to let go is this energy you have of like giving too much, which is crazy because we've had the Queen of Pentacles show up in 3 readings, I think, so far. Maybe 2. But like you, which is crazy. But anyway, it's kind of the same message. It's interesting. I think you don't need to give so much. You can practice receiving. You can practice cashing in on what you've put out into the world. Okay. Six of Pentacles here in this deck, it doesn't show that this person is like giving to people. It just kind of looks like this person is surveying their land in the morning. It kind of looks like they're wearing their like elaborate pajamas. Like, please, bitch, what the fuck? I hate this. This energy is so creepy. I feel like you've made it. What I was going to say with that previous sentence was with the Six of Pentacles, it always sort of reminds me of an energy of like giving, right? Even in the Six of Pentacles, it is about giving. I don't know why it feels like also receiving, but here it does feel like this is giving. But what I was going to say is like, I feel like you've made it. I feel like you used to sort of like dream about what you wanted. You would look at your little model train and you'd be like, one day I'm gonna be on that choo-choo. And you finally made it and you're still holding on. You're still like, I need to do more. I need to, it's like, just enjoy what you've created, the life you have, be in the moment now of like your choo-choo fulfilled. You know what I mean? Like, just enjoy it. You don't have to hold on so tightly. It's gonna be okay. Seven of Swords. Again, Seven of Swords shows up. And in another reading, I said the exact same thing. I feel like you're stealing from yourself. You're biting the hand that feeds you by saying, oh, it's not enough. I mean, if it's not enough, it's not enough, right? But if you're holding on so tightly for dear life to something, yeah. You're stealing from yourself. Mentally. Right? Like maybe you think you're planning, you're not enjoying yourself. You're not enjoying yourself as much as you should. That's what I'm seeing here. Like you're just not enjoying yourself as much as you should. You're not enjoying the vision becoming reality as much as you should. And you can be in a different state, right? I really had this thinking recently that like the life that I'm living now, it may not be exactly what I thought it would be, but it is what I wanted. I wanted to be able to travel to see my family more often than not, and I made that shit happen by the grace of God. I wanted to be able to have my own business and live off of that, and somehow that's happening. Somehow. I don't know how that's happening, but somehow it's happening. I wanted to be able to and somehow it happens, right? Like the world has sort of provided. Has it happened in the way that I would have liked it to? I don't know. I'll leave that to the imagination. But it's there. Now, am I satisfied? Yeah, to some degree I am, but I want more. I stay wanting more. But there's something to be said about taking in what I have accomplished and looking at it and going, hey, I wanted this once upon a time and here it is, and I'm taking it for granted like it's a normal thing. It wasn't my normal a while ago and it's my normal now, and I'm just like, meh. And before I start creating my next, I want to be able to enjoy what I've created and really honor the fact that I made this possible in my life. And that's kind of like what's coming up here for you. Like, don't steal from yourself, right? Like, you can plan, you can plot, you can absolutely do that. It's just enjoy the show, you know? Enjoy the show. Seven of Wands in reverse. Is kind of saying the same thing. Like, to me, it's an emphasis on the Six of Wands. When I see the Seven of Wands in reverse here, it's like jump into the fray. Like, enjoy the victory. Yeah, it may not be as great of a victory as you'd have wanted. It may not be exactly how you wanted it, but you do have a semblance of it. Meaning you can refine it, you can fine tune it, you can create more, you can create better. Just for now, like, take in the fact that, like, you've created what you wanted. You are living a part of your life that you never did once upon a time, and now you are in that space. So for you, what you gotta let go of, what you gotta leave behind is like your, I don't know, obsession or incessant desire, like your hope that things will be better. I don't know. There's something about like not ungratefulness, but like you're just, Knight of Swords at the top of the deck. Like this just energy of like, okay, let's go. I want more. It's like you're sabotaging your own happiness. I'm not saying don't go for more. It's just take like what you need to leave behind is this thing of like, not ungratefulness, but this thing of like stopping to smell the roses, relaxing and enjoying what you have, enjoying what you have, what you've worked hard for, what you've acquired in life. Even if it seems small now, there was a point in time when you didn't have it, when you wanted this. And it may not be to the level that you wanted it, but bitch, you have it. You could not have it. So enjoy that. The star, she's just here wilding. She's just here wilding. She's just being the star, chilling, naked. Damn. What should they leave behind, Spirit? Look, he comes out. Did I tell you that Spirit lives in the house of Lumiere? Did I tell you that Spirit is citizen prime, the prime citizen in the illumination? Listen. Spirit is the president and monarch of the illumination, all right? The fucking Page of Swords came out. I put him back in the deck and Spirit was like, I said what I said. I said what I said. And on this side, not on this side, not like this, not like that, right here. Them clouds. Okay. I think what you need to leave behind is your insecurity that you won't get what you want. The insecurity that you won't acquire a life that you want. You won't acquire a life that makes sense for you. That you'll be left behind. You won't. But you know what will help you not feel left behind? Looking at what you have accomplished. Having that gratefulness and spending a lot more time playing in what you've acquired. Play. Queen of Cups. Four of Pentacles. Motherfucker. Listen. What did I say about it? I said what? Say it with me. Spirit lives in the house of Lumiere. That's this house. Spirit is citizen prime in the illumination. Spirit is the prime citizen, the prime monarch, the presidente of the illumination. Freaking it. Pentacles comes out. Match. And I love it because it shows me the Ten of Pentacles as the star is really kind of saying like you will get your desires. You're not there yet. What you want wants you too. What you want is watching you. What you want will be yours. Just for heaven's sake, go out into your backyard naked and just pour some water into water and water into earth. Like, enjoy the vibes. Okay? Like, enjoy the vibes. Enjoy the vibes. There was a time that you weren't this energy and you have it. Enjoy the vibes because something is looking out for you. Something is coming. What you want wants you. Ugh, creepy. Okay, it's creepy, but like what you want wants you. Enjoy the vibes. Enjoy the vibes. You know that what you want, you're gonna get it. You are gonna get it. I think just relax more, baby. Ten of Pentacles is here. So if you're looking to build a career, if you're looking to build some more stability, it's coming. It's just not coming in the way that you thought. Like, you've got some things up front and the other things are still coming. It's still taking shape. It's still forming. And while it's still taking shape, while it is still forming, baby girl, I call everybody girl, enjoy. Like, enjoy the world. Enjoy what you have created, because you're still creating. Page of Swords. I'm walking on sunshine. Wow. These are both the inner selves. So the inner self of the Page of Swords says, when we aren't able to see his aggressive facial expression, because it is quite aggressive, the knave seems slight and easily blown off course. His grip on the sword seems defensive, even desperate. The landscape below can be seen more clearly as ice and snow beginning to melt here and there. Dark clouds approach to blot out the blue sky. This is a person who worries about being able to cope, to keep up with those he admires and wants to learn from. He's almost ready to ask for help, but requires patience and guidance to find a safe place to land. This is literally me holding on to the zip line. Like, you have no idea how true this fucking... Like, that zipline story was so real, because this is how I was holding on to it, except I had like my little nephew right here, and I was bitch, the spirits out here being like, look, listen, Luce. You've done it. You've done it. You've done it. Enjoy it. You did it. Enjoy it. Okay? You want it. You got it. Enjoy it. That's it. That's what that's what this dude's telling me. Okay, you've accomplished certain things, pile one. You just have. Enjoy them more than you are. Appreciate them, bathe in them, lean into them more than you are. It's like you're just, you're going. I'm not saying don't work. I'm not saying don't da. It's just enjoy what you've created more. Enjoy the world you've created a little bit more. Like, you don't have to hustle all the time. Meanwhile, King Hustler is right here, not looking at the fire that's burning, because he's so focused. Like, play a little bit. Queen of Cups. Inner self. The queen sits under the strewn star-strewn sky. Moonlight casts blah, blah, blah. This queen has known heartbreak and loss, but rather than retreating into a shell, she has chosen to stay open to beauty and love. That's what I'm saying. And to let pain transform into compassion. Dwelling as she does on and with the sea, she is attuned to the tides and to the moon that commands them. Her dreams go deep, and she's often dream-bound long after awakening. Skills. A great blue heron is carved into the jade of her throne, symbolizing balance and self-reliance. The biggest secret this loving queen may keep is that she would be just fine on her own if she wanted to be. You're good, baby. Okay, you're good. Lean into that a little bit more. Don't think that you resting is you being complacent. Four of Swords. It's not you being complacent. It's you catching a goddamn break. Like, chill. Enjoy what you have created. Let's get into this Four of Pentacles, and then we'll close the reading. A man sits in a bare stone chamber between two tall pillars. The moon and stars on his cloak proclaim him as a wizard. The green and gold motifs speak of earth-based skills. It seems that his power to manifest riches may have gone to his head, literally, for he wears a king's crown. I tell you, there's a Ten of Pentacles coming for you that exists in your world. It's just disjointed, but please, leave it, enjoy it, and more will come. This pal, may I be this pal at this time. Four glowing pentacles surround the labyrinth carving on the wall behind him. Okay. A flaming torch lies at his feet. When you see this side in a reading, money is important, to be sure, but it doesn't make the world go around. There is a hollowness that results from a fixation on material goods, a hunger that will never be satiated. This wizard knew that once. He knew that the journey is more important than the destination and that knowledge is its own reward. If you have dropped the torch of inner guidance somewhere along the way, go back and pick that shit up. That's what it said in the book. It didn't say the S word, but I did. Baby, enjoy the world, okay? Enjoy life. Live a little. What you gotta leave behind is this like obsession with perfection, or I don't know. Just live, all right? I wish you everything. That was the best reading, honestly. May all of you be pot ones. I wish you everything. Keep your light on. Good luck, and I will see you next time. Bye.